What's up, guys? Today we are looking at the pathophysiology of neonatal encephalopathy, also known as hypoxic ischemic encephalopathy. It begins with the initial insult, which is hypoxia and ischemia. The brain suffers from reduced oxygen, that's hypoxia, and or reduced blood flow, which is ischemia, often around the time of birth. This could be due to problems like umbilical cord compression, placenta abruption, or prolonged labor. Oxygen and glucose delivery to brain cells is drastically reduced. So this is normal placenta to brain blood flow. You can see it here. And this is decreased blood flow from placenta to brain. The brain becomes enlarged when it is not well supplied with blood from the placenta. Second is primary energy failure. Without oxygen, aerobic metabolism stops. Brain cells switch to anaerobic metabolism, which produces energy in form of ATP. ATP depletion causes failure of energy-dependent ion pumps like sodium-potassium ATPase. This leads to loss of ionic gradients, causing cellular depolarization. Cellular and ionic changes takes place. First, there is depolarization, which causes excessive release of excitatory neurotransmitters, especially glutamate. Glutamate binds to NMDA and AMPA, leading to excitotoxicity. Excess calcium enters the cell, activating destructive enzymes, that's proteases, lipases, and endonucleases. This leads to cell membrane damage, mitochondrial dysfunction, and production of free radicals. There's also secondary energy failure and cell death. After the initial insult, reperfusion occurs, as blood flow is usually restored. However, the damage triggers oxidative stress, inflammation, and further mitochondrial dysfunction. There is delayed or secondary energy failure hours after the insult. Cells undergo necrosis or apoptosis, that's programmed cell death. Now we have inflammatory response. Hypoxia ischemia activates microglia and astrocytes, releasing inflammatory cytokines. This worsens brain injury and contributes to white matter damage. Patterns of brain injury. The most vulnerable areas in neonates are the basal ganglia, thalamus, brainstem, and watershed regions of the cortex. Watershed regions of the cortex are actually territories or boundaries of the cerebral arteries. The pattern depends on the severity and duration of the insult. In summary, the pathophysiology of neonatal encephalopathy begins with hypoxia and or ischemia, which results into ATP depletion, resulting into ion pump failure, which will further cause cellular depolarization, resulting into glutamate excitotoxicity, which will cause calcium influx. Calcium influx will result into enzyme activation. Enzyme activation will cause oxidative stress and inflammation. Now, oxidative stress and inflammation would further cause neuronal injury and death, now resulting into neonatal encephalopathy presenting with signs and symptoms. Thanks for listening.